Namo Buddhaya, 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 Namo Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Namo Buddhaya, 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 Namo Buddhaya. 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 Namo.
Namo Buddhaya, homage to the Gautama Supreme Buddha. 2,645 years ago, on the full moon day of May, the Prince Siddhartha Gautama, one who perfected the noble qualities leading to the Buddhahood, was born in the highest royal family in historical India, modern-day Nepal. The prince was named Siddhartha, which means bringing good to the world. Until the age of 29, the prince lived a luxurious life. However, after seeing the four great signs, an old person, a sick person, a dead body, and a monk, the prince became disenchanted with the lay life. Thinking that I too will become old, I too will become sick, and I too will die, the prince considered renunciation of the lay life. Not knowing where to go, the Prince Siddhartha went across the Anoma River and became an ascetic and took up ascetic practices in search of liberation. The ascetic Gautama started striving and practicing extreme self-mortification, practice at the time considered a way to escape from suffering. He followed this extreme method for 6 years. At the end, without anyone's assistance, ascetic Gautama by himself understood the noble eightfold path that leads to attaining the enlightenment. In Gaya forest under the Bodhi tree, ascetic Gautama sat on a very special seat known as the Diamond Throne, with strong determination not to leave the seat without attending the enlightenment. Wrecking the continuous attack of evil beings, ascetic Gautama, full of the powerful merits of noble qualities of Buddhahood, which were generated over the previous lives, tried to tame the mind. All beings were fortunate that ascetic Gautama could develop the supreme concentration of mind. Within a short time, tranquilizing the mind, ascetic Gautama developed the extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of seeing the past lives. Next, ascetic Gautama developed the second extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of seeing passing away and re-becoming of beings. Finally, ascetic Gautama developed the third extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of eradicating all defilements of the mind. The darkness of ignorance disappeared, the light of wisdom appeared. The Supreme Buddha was arisen in the world. The Supreme Buddha expanded the doctrine that eradicated passion, hatred, and delusion. The meritorious beings realized the doctrine and enjoyed the bliss of eradicating all defilements. 45 years after the Enlightenment, on the full moon night of May, the noblest teacher, Supreme Buddha, who healed the beings afflicted with suffering, passed away, resembling an extinguishing lamp. The Supreme Buddha, who was free from all defilements and who taught that all conditioned things are impermanent, passed away. The Supreme Buddha, the most fortunate one free from all defilements, is my only teacher. I am a follower of the Supreme Buddha.
Sabba papassa akaranam kusalassa උපසම්පදා සචිත්ත පරියෝ දපනං ඒතං බුද්ධාන
නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ නමෝ බුද්ධාය 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 නමෝ නමෝ බුද්ධාය 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 නමෝ නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ බුද්ධාය නමෝ නමෝ බුද්ධාය 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 Namo Buddhaya. 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 Namo Namo Buddhaya. 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 Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya, homage to the Gautama Supreme Buddha. 2,645 years ago, on the full moon day of May, the Prince Siddhartha Gautama, one who perfected the noble qualities leading to the Buddhahood, was born in the highest royal family in historical India, modern-day Nepal. The prince was named Siddhartha, which means bringing good to the world. Until the age of 29, the prince lived a luxurious life. However, after seeing the four great signs, an old person, a sick person, a dead body, and a monk, the prince became disenchanted with the lay life. Thinking that I too will become old, I too will become sick, and I too will die, the prince considered renunciation of the lay life. Not knowing where to go, the Prince Siddhartha went across the Anoma River and became an ascetic and took up ascetic practices in search of liberation. The ascetic Gautama started striving and practicing extreme self-mortification, practice at the time considered a way to escape from suffering. He followed this extreme method for 6 years. At the end, without anyone's assistance, ascetic Gautama by himself understood the noble eightfold path that leads to attaining the enlightenment. In Gaya forest under the Bodhi tree, ascetic Gautama sat on a very special seat known as the Diamond Throne, with strong determination not to leave the seat without attending the enlightenment. Wrecking the continuous attack of evil beings, ascetic Gautama, full of the powerful merits of noble qualities of Buddhahood, which were generated over the previous lives, tried to tame the mind. All beings were fortunate that ascetic Gautama could develop the supreme concentration of mind. Within a short time, tranquilizing the mind, ascetic Gautama developed the extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of seeing the past lives. Next, ascetic Gautama developed the second extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of seeing passing away and re-becoming of beings. Finally, ascetic Gautama developed the third extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of eradicating all defilements of the mind. The darkness of ignorance disappeared, the light of wisdom appeared, the Supreme Buddha was arisen in the world. The Supreme Buddha expanded the doctrine that eradicated passion, hatred, and delusion. The meritorious beings realized the doctrine and enjoyed the bliss of eradicating all defilements. 45 years after the Enlightenment, on the full moon night of May, the noblest teacher, Supreme Buddha, who healed the beings afflicted with suffering, passed away, resembling an extinguishing lamp. The Supreme Buddha, who was free from all defilements and who taught that all conditioned things are impermanent, passed away. The Supreme Buddha, the most fortunate one free from all defilements, is my only teacher. I am a follower of the Supreme Buddha.
Sabba papassa akaranam kusalassa upasampada. Sachitta pariyo dapunam etam buddhana sasanam.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Namo Buddhaya, 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 Namo Buddhaya. नमो बुद्धाय 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 Namo Buddhaya. 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 नमो बुद्धाय 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 नमो बुद्धाय
who, through much difficulty, was able to develop the perfections, was able to be reborn in the human world through much sacrifice, was able to discover this supreme Dhamma, and through just as much sacrifice, spent the rest of his
This
life
meeting is being recorded.
sharing these teachings with us so we could practice this, this wonderful path that he discovered. So today, as a way of respecting the Supreme Buddha, we'll be practicing these teachings that he gave us. We'll be going for refuge. We'll be undertaking the 5 precepts. We'll be listening to this Dhamma. We'll be remembering the qualities of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. We'll be reflecting on this great offering that he gave us to be able to practice these teachings. And we'll also practice meditation, the very same meditation that he taught us and that he practiced to attain Nibbana. So as we celebrate Vesak, we remember that it's through his great struggle that we're able to be here in this very difficult situation, but still have a way to practice, still have a way to live that's very different than most people in the world. Most people in the world, when they experience great difficulty, they don't know what to do. They don't have a secure teaching that they can trust, that makes sense of the world, right? For most people, the ups and downs of life, the very difficult sufferings that we have to experience, they don't make any sense. But as followers of the Supreme Buddha, no matter how difficult samsara is, we understand this is how it is. This is exactly what the Supreme Buddha taught. And rather than just throwing up our hands, not knowing what to do, we understand that yes, this is the situation that the Supreme Buddha warned us about. That we know how to practice. We know how to train our minds. We know that the more and more we cling to having healthy bodies, the more and more we cling to having those that we love surrounding us, the more and more we're going to suffer. But the more that we practice these teachings, the more that we understand the world in the same way that the Supreme Buddha did, the more we'll have peace and happiness, and even have a chance to escape from this long cycle of rebirth. So now that we've come together as disciples of the Supreme Buddha, we can begin to practice these teachings, honoring the Supreme Buddha in the way that he taught us. We'll begin by going for refuge, putting our trust in the Supreme Buddha and the Supreme Buddha's enlightenment, putting our confidence in the Dhamma that he taught, that it really is a way to put an end of suffering. Putting our confidence in the Mahasangha, his disciples who followed this path all the way to the end, knowing that this Vesak Day begins a time when we can have a chance at true happiness in the world. We can undertake again the 5 precepts, this wonderful gift that our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, gave us to ensure that we have some measure of happiness in this life, that we can live peacefully, and that we have the chance at a true release from suffering. So we can begin by starting to recollect these wonderful qualities of our teacher, the Supreme Buddha, and dedicate our lives again to practicing these teachings. So we can put our hands together, happily remembering how rare it is to have the chance to go for refuge, to follow these 5 precepts. So to do this, say along with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. I go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha. I go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma. I go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha. For the second time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha. For the second time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma. For the second time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha. For the third time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha. For the third time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma. For the third time, I go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha. Sad, sad, sad. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I go for refuge. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from killing beings.
abstaining from killing beings.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from stealing.
abstaining from stealing.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from sexual misconduct.
abstaining from sexual misconduct.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from telling lies.
abstaining from telling lies.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from taking
abstaining from taking
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
I follow these precepts
I follow these precepts
for happiness in this life,
for happiness in this life,
for rebirth in heaven,
for rebirth in heaven,
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation.
in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation.
Sad, sad, sad. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya, Venerable Mahasangha and dear Dhamma friends. So now we're going to conduct the puja. Let's venerate to the Supreme Buddha, Supreme Dhamma, and Supreme Sangha as well. So say with me everyone. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno Sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattha deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Such indeed is the Blessed One, Arahant worthy one, supremely enlightened, endowed with knowledge and virtue, follower of the noble path, knower of worlds, the peerless trainer of persons, teacher of gods and humans, the enlightened teacher, the blessed one. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehi Passiko Opanaiko Pachattang Veditabbo Vinyuhiti. Well taught by the Blessed One is the Dhamma, visible here and now, timeless, open to all, learned and applied to oneself, understood by the wise each for himself. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samici Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidang Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Puggala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Dakhineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttarang Punyaketang Lokasati. Of pure conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of upright conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of wise conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of generous conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Those 4 pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals, that is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Vipassis, they are worthy of offerings, they are worthy of hospitality, they are worthy of gifts, they are worthy of reverential salutations, an incomparable field of merit for the world. Vipassisa namattu chakkhumantassa sirimato sikhissapi namattu sabbabhutanukampino vessabussa namattu nahata kassa tapassino Namattu kaku sandhassa marasena pamaddino konagamanassa namattu Brahmanassa Vusimato Kassapassa Namattu Vipamuttassa Sabbadi Ange Rasassa Namattu Sakkyaputtassa Sirimato Yo imang dhamma madesese sabba dukkha panudanang ye chapi nibbutā loke yatha bhutang vipassisum te jana pisuna mahanta vita sarada Hitang deva manussanam yang namasanti gotamang vijjacharana sampannam mahantang vitasaradang vijjacharana sampannam buddham vandama gotamanti. Homage to Vipassi the Buddha, possessed of the eye of wisdom and splendor. Homage to Sikhi the Buddha, compassionate towards all beings. Homage to Vesabu the Buddha, free from all defilements and possessed of great energy. Homage to Kakusanda the Buddha, the conqueror of the army of Mara. Homage to Kona Gamana the Buddha, who has shed all defilements and has lived the holy life. Homage to Kassapa the Buddha, who is fully freed from all defilements. Homage to Angirasa, the Buddha Gautama, son of the Sakyas, full of radiance, who proclaimed the Dhamma that dispels all suffering. Those in the world who have extinguished the flame of passion and have realized true insight, things as they really are. They never slander anyone. They are mighty men who are free from fear. Gautama the Buddha, dear to gods and humans, endowed with knowledge and virtue, mighty and fearless, we pay homage to our great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Vandami cheti ang sabban sabbthane supatittitan saririka dhatu mahabodhin buddha rupan sakalan sada yassa mule nisinno sabbari vijayannaka Pato sabbanyutang satta vande tan bodhipadapan ime ete mahabodhi lokanathena pujita aham pite namassami bodhiraja namattute. I show my humble reverence to all the stupas in all of the places that they stand, the bodily relics, the great Bodhi tree, and all the Buddha images forever. I show my reverence to this Bodhi tree, seated under which the teacher attained full enlightenment by overcoming all defilements. I too honor this great Bodhi tree, which was honored by the leader of the world. My homage to thee, O King of Bodhi trees. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So now let's offer all these puja items that we brought and kept in front of the Buddha statue. So everyone say after me. My great teacher,
My great teacher,
Supreme Buddha,
Supreme Buddha,
eradicated passion,
eradicated passion,
hatred and delusion.
hatred and delusion.
My great teacher,
My great teacher,
Supreme Buddha,
Supreme Buddha,
eradicated the desire of
eradicated the desire of
seen forms,
seeing forms,
eradicated the desire of
eradicated the desire of
hearing sounds,
hearing sounds,
eradicated the desire of
eradicated the desire of
smelling odors,
smelling odors,
eradicated the desire of
eradicated the desire of
tasting flavors,
tasting flavors,
eradicated the desire of
eradicated the desire of
touching tangibles,
touching tangibles,
eradicated the desire of
eradicated the desire of
thinking thoughts.
thinking thoughts.
Supreme Buddha,
Supreme Buddha,
control sense faculties,
controlled sense faculties,
guarded sense faculties,
guarded sense faculties,
restrained sense faculties.
restrained sense faculties.
Supreme Buddha
Supreme Buddha
is free from all defilements.
is free from all defilements.
My great teacher,
My great teacher,
Supreme Buddha,
Supreme Buddha,
purified his body,
purified his body,
speech and mind.
speech and mind.
In this way,
In this way,
my great teacher,
my great teacher,
Supreme Buddha,
Supreme Buddha,
is an arahant.
is an arahant.
Supreme Buddha
Supreme Buddha
understood suffering
understood suffering
as a noble truth,
as a noble truth,
eradicated the origin of suffering
eradicated the origin of suffering
as a noble truth,
as a noble truth,
attained the cessation of suffering
attain the cessation of suffering
as a noble truth,
as a noble truth,
followed the path
followed the path
leading to the cessation of suffering
leading to the cessation of suffering
as a noble truth,
as a noble truth.
In this way,
In this way,
Supreme Buddha
Supreme Buddha
realized the Four Noble Truths
realized the Four Noble Truths
without anyone help,
without anyone's help,
escape from suffering,
escape from suffering,
and achieve true happiness.
and achieve true happiness.
I offer with great respect
I offer with great respect
these beautiful flowers,
these beautiful flowers,
sweet fragrance,
sweet fragrance,
sweet drinks,
sweet drinks,
pure water,
pure water,
and bright light
and bright light.
to my great teacher,
To my great teacher,
Supreme Buddha.
Supreme Buddha.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May you all have a peaceful Vesak full moon boy day. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya, many blessings.
රෝණකීර්ති ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ
අවසරයි
සන්නස්
සාමාන්‍ය.
එහෙමයි සන්නස්.
So may I continue with the sermon and the chanting?
Yes, yes.
Arjuna, is it the chanting first or the sermon first?
Amitriyata Swaminansi, I believe.
Sannaz, that would be wonderful if you teach something about the enlightenment.
එහෙමයි සාමාන්‍ය. So all these ideas are from Bhante Sirinanda. So I'm just a messenger. He told me to tell these things. So I'm conveying the Buddha's message according to what he instructed me. So first of all, may my homage to our supremely enlightened one, the supreme leader for the gods and humans, who taught us the path to attain Nibbana, who taught us the amazing path to be free from lust, anger, and delusion one day, who taught us the path to live a fearless life, who taught us the path to live with boundless loving kindness and compassion towards all the living beings in this world. May my homage be to my Gautama, Supreme Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Respected Mahasangha and dear devotees, it's a pleasure, a great pleasure to join for a short program like this. So to share the Buddha's teachings with many devotees from many countries, to celebrate the Vesak full moon Poya day in a meaningful way. So when it comes to the Vesak full moon Poya day, so when we call it as Vesak, you all know. When we say it as the full moon day, you know. And we have added one more thing. You call it the Poya day. So Poya day, we have dedicated that day, the full moon day, each and every full moon day in the month. When we take the history of the Buddha's dispensation, most of the significant things happen on a full moon Poya day. On a full moon Poya day. So one of the main and the most important significant things that happened, that took place on a full moon Poya day, was the Buddha's birth, Buddha's enlightenment, and the great passing away. It's not just a passing away, it's a great passing away. In Pali, we can call it as Mahaparinibbana. Mahaparinibbana. So around 2645 years ago, the young baby boy was born in the Lumbini Salpak. When the mother wanted to deliver the baby, Queen Mahamaya, when the mother was going to Devda city, in the middle of the Sal Park, the queen wanted to get off from the carriage and see the Sal Park. And then the queen saw a beautiful branch, a sal tree. And then when the queen wanted to touch and hold on to that branch, the branch bent towards the queen's side. So the queen was able to hold on to the branch easily. Amazing. See, now, not yet the baby boy was born. Before coming to the world, the branches are also bending for the mother to hold on. When all the mothers deliver the baby while they are lying down, this young baby boy's mother delivered the baby when the mother was standing. Even today, you can see these significant things. Why past few days we saw a baby boy started walking just after he was born. Then the baby boy came out from the mother's womb, and the baby boy did not touch the mother's womb, and the mother's womb did not touch the baby boy's body. The baby boy was born unsullied. What an amazing thing. And then when he was born, the gods were waiting to accept him. The great Brahmas were waiting to see him. And the moment he was born, he wanted to keep his step on the earth and walk. But the earth could not let this young baby boy to keep the foot on the bare earth. Lotuses bloomed from the great earth. For each and every step he kept, a lotus bloomed from the earth. All these things happen because of completing 10 perfections. As a result of completing 10 perfections, as a result of completing generosity, not practicing, completing generosity, as a result of completing virtue, as a result of completing renunciation, kindness, as a result of completing equanimity, the way our Buddha in past lives, the way the Bodhisattva practiced equanimity was amazing. The simile is like this. Imagine there's a huge rock. How much the wind blows, the mountain will not shake. Just like that, our Bodhisattva, before becoming a Buddha, he practiced equanimity. That means being neutral. That's just one way of practicing the perfection. And then the way he practiced generosity, the way he completed generosity was just like turning a water pot upside down. When you turn a pot filled with water upside down, not a single drop of water will remain. That means there was nothing in his life, in his past life, thinking, okay, this I will keep, and this I will give, and this I will not give. There were no such thoughts in his mind throughout the journey of practicing the 10 perfections. Even when he was born as an animal, he had qualities. He had qualities better than human beings. So, fulfilling 10 perfections. Before I go to the next one, I'll add one more thing. The way the Bodhisattva means a person who is going to become a Buddha. The way he completed his loving kindness was like this. Just like water cleanses good people and bad people both, just like water cleanses any human being, any object in this world, the Bodhisattva's loving kindness was towards everyone in this world boundless. The simile was just like water. Therefore, dear Dhamma friends, the only refuge for us to be free from lust, anger, and delusion, the one and only refuge to follow good qualities, is from a great person like this. By fulfilling 10 perfections, when the baby boy was born, the nature is there to accept him. It's like this, dear Dhamma friends. Buddha has said, imagine a person is coming back from a foreign country to his native country. Imagine you all are living, maybe you are living in Canada. Your native country is Canada. You are going to a foreign country. And then after a couple of years, when you come back, will your relatives reject you? The relatives will be waiting to accept you with flowers, with a joyful mind. In the same way, when you do wholesome deeds after completing the 10 perfections, when the baby boy was born to become a Buddha, the nature even accepted in an amazing way. On the day he was born, all the flowers were bloomed in all the plants. The nature changed. Now see, even today we can see some people are living in streets. Some people are living in beautiful hillside areas, in beautiful places. Some people are living near garbage, where people dump garbage. People are living in those areas. Some people are living in slums. Even today you can see a variation among the happiness of human beings, how the nature support that person. Then when the Buddha was born, the Bodhisattva, the baby boy, he kept 7 steps ahead and raised the hand and uttered these amazing verses. I will become the greatest person to the world. I'll become the chief. I will become a leader to the world. This will be my last birth. There is no more rebirth for me. Now, all of us have passed the age of, we have passed the prime age. Most of here have passed the middle age also. Were we able to say this stanza, at least in our middle age, at least for our birthdays, without hearing the Buddha's teachings? May this be my last birth, and there is no rebirth. Were we able to come up with such idea? No. Okay, I'll buy this time. Next time I will buy that. Maximum we will try to think of becoming a president or a minister or a prime minister or a boss in a company. Those are the things we see from our naked eyes. So from the things we see from the naked eye, we develop thoughts. From the things we see from our naked eye, we develop wishes and aims in life. But Buddha saw something beyond the naked eye. How he was able to see something beyond the naked eye? He was able to see something spiritually through his developed mind. What we see is from birth to death, the things happening in this world. But after that baby boy was grown up, after the baby boy came to the age of 29 years, he saw these 4 signs. Most of you all know the 4 signs. Old person, sick person, dead body, and a monk. Then this prince thought, if I am not exempt from these 4 dangers, No point living as a prince. No point becoming a wheel-turning monarch. This human life, this precious human life, I should not waste a single second. I should find a way that I can escape from suffering and also to help others to escape from suffering. See the compassion. Compassion means, dear Dhamma friends, you feel the other's sadness, you feel the other's sorrow, and then until you help that person, you can't bear it, you can't stand. So those are qualities. What if your husband and wives have these qualities? Compassion. Then there is no way and no chance to quarrel. If your children also have these qualities, amazing. Then after seeing these signs, he wanted to become a monk and find a path. And then at the age of 29 years, left the palace without knowing a place to go, without knowing a place to stay, without knowing what to do even, without knowing a teacher even. Now, when we go from one country into another country, we book our hotels, we plan everything we plan. We accumulate money, we do many things. But then this young prince who was born with so much comfort, he was able to give up the entire royal happiness and the comfort within a small second, with a fraction of a second, and gave up that, just like spitting away phlegm and saliva. He gave up the royal comfort. And after giving up the royal comfort in the deep forest, in the first 7 days after leaving the royal palace, he enjoyed the happiness of giving up sensual pleasures. He enjoyed the happiness of seclusion for 7 days. Enjoyed the happiness of seclusion for 7 days in a forest, no place to stay, no food to eat, do not know what to eat next, do not know what to eat tomorrow, and do not know where to go, but yet enjoying the blissful nature of living a secluded life in a forest, who was living in a royal family. This prince was able to do this because he has completed the 10 perfections. And then he went to teachers. He found that all these teachers are teaching a Dhamma to be born again. And then he recognized that. He had wisdom to recognize that. And then similes occurred to his mind. He thought, well, if a piece of a wood is in water, you can't use that wood to make fire. And if the wood is wet, even from that wooden piece, you can't develop fire. And then he thought, if a wood is dry, a piece of wood is dry, then with a gadget that you can put fire, you can produce fire. And then he made his mind dry. Not with what he made his mind dry, with wholesome qualities. The way he made his mind amazing is like a dried wood. The Bodhisattva was able to give up the desire for sensual pleasures. And he gave up the extreme nature of giving pain to the body. And he gave up the extreme nature of engaging in sensual pleasures and followed the Noble Eightfold Path with right views, with right thinking, with right speech, right action, with right livelihood, with the right effort, with right mindfulness, and then was able to gain the right concentration. So on a Vesak full moon Poya day, around 2610 years ago, on a day like Vesak, when the moon was bright, on a full moon Poya day, when the sky was shining bright, when the clouds were shining bright, when the sky was clear, When the Devas were watching and waiting to see a great person to appear to help beings to overcome lust, anger, and delusion. Even when the Brahmas were waiting for a person to help the beings to overcome lust, anger, and delusion, a brave person who has given up a royal comfort has seated under a Bodhi tree. With great effort thinking, whatever remain, may it remain. What would remain? Muscles, bones, whatever remain, may those things remain. Whatever get dried up, may those things get dried up. Blood can get dried up. The phlegm, water in the body, muscles can get dried up. May these muscles get dried up. With great effort of a great being, with the power of completing the 10 perfections, the Bodhisattva sat under the Bodhi tree. Close his eyes. He remembered the breathing meditation he practiced when he was in the prime age, when the father was doing the ploughing festival. The Bodhisattva remembered the breathing meditation he practiced. And then he closed his eyes. And then he contemplated. And he was watching his own breath. And while he was watching his own breath, he was able to give up all the other unnecessary thoughts that's running in the mind. Why? He is focusing only to the breath. Gradually, when the mind was focusing towards the breath continuously, the mind got concentrated. When the mind got concentrated, the Blessed One, the Bodhisattva, when he was trying hard, the Mara came. And then the earth witnessed. And then the Mara was defeated. And then the Bodhisattva, by developing the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, the Blessed One was able to, the Bodhisattva was able to see the past lives. We couldn't see that. That's why we are in the same place. We think, okay, I haven't done that yet. I haven't do this yet. When I'm going to do that, when I'm going to get this, we are struggling and planning and daydreaming and struggling a lot and fighting and quarreling to achieve things. That's because we have forgotten that these things, what we are achieving in this life, we have achieved even in our past lives. That's why these amazing and beautiful young monks have become monks, knowing that all these sensual pleasures have been enjoyed in past lives. Even an ant living in this world has become a wheel-turning monarch in the past lives. It was said by the Buddha, not by me. One day 7 ants were moving together in one line. Then Buddha smiled and said to the bhikkhus, dear bhikkhus, look at these ants, 7 ants. All of these 7 ants has become a wheel-turning monarch in the past lives. Then, dear Dhamma friends, Buddha, the Bodhisattva under the Bodhi tree, illuminating the great earth, the Bodhisattva is now recollecting the past lives, one life, another life. Then he can remember the name. He can remember the clan. He can remember the place he was born. He can remember the mother and father. Then he was able to see how he died, how he was born, the way he suffered. Then he realized, my goodness, there's nothing to cling to this world. Meeting the same person again and again with a different appearance. He thought, is it only me who's suffering like this? Then he was able to develop his knowledge to Chutupapata Jnana, and then he was able to see the destiny and the nature of being born and dead of other beings, how other beings are born and dead. So when the Bodhisattva looked at other beings, the Bodhisattva saw the destiny, the miserable journey, not a lovely journey we are going, a miserable journey, accumulating karma, breaking precepts. hating others, taking revenge, backbiting, trying to be proud, trying to be selfish, trying to be unique, not in qualities, try to be like unique and show off. All these things occurs in human beings. People have forgotten that these things are unwholesome. Cunning, wickedness, greediness, all the bad thoughts were shown by a Buddha. See how true it is. Now all these things we have in our mind. That's why Buddha saw these things. Buddha was able to see others' mind. And it is true. Now we have been having this mind for more than 30, 40 years. We went to the mirror every day. Did we see these unwholesome thoughts through the mirror? No, we had to wait for a Buddha to remind us. Not even our mother and father said, your anger is in your mind. Not even our school teacher said that your anger is in your mind. When we had problems, we complain, then they punish someone. The problem is solved. Punishments, how can we stop problems by punishing people? In this life, you can punish a person. Then when that person is born again with the same bad habit, he will be punished every day in each and every life. But Buddha stopped that continuous, dangerous nature. Then, dear Dhamma friends, the Blessed One, our supremely enlightened one, so all these things without a guidance of a teacher. The power is coming from the 10 perfections. The power comes through the 10 perfections. And then after looking at the nature of other beings, the Bodhisattva understood, well, all the other beings are also going the same nature. There's nothing to get attached to other people. Other people are also not under my control. Other people are also beyond control. There's no point of clinging to others. By using these great knowledges, he was able to be detached to the world. We can't realize this Dhamma right now. That's because we are still attached to the world. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Buddha preaches how to see things internally and externally. Even towards the external objects and to the internal objects, we should be detached. Then, by seeing with the help of these great knowledges, the Bodhisattva, and then in the last watch of the night, by defeating the Mara, by purifying the mind, by obtaining these great knowledges, our Siddhartha Gautama Buddha became an enlightened being in the last watch of the night by eradicating all the bad taints, all the taints in the mind. Then the Devas rejoiced, the Brahmas rejoiced. They started celebrating like they have never celebrated before. And then after becoming a Buddha, he did not have this, he was not in a hurry to preach this and become popular. First of all, he showed gratefulness. He sat under the Bodhi tree for 7 days. And then after that, he looked at the Bodhi tree for 7 days without blinking eyes. Then another 7 days, did walking meditation near the Bodhi tree. Then another 7 days, contemplated the deep Dhamma for 7 days. Like that, the Blessed One spent for 7 weeks. And then only he thought, my goodness, these beings are living like in a pond, in a muddy pond. They are living with defilements. How to preach this Dhamma? Then a Brahma saw this, and a Brahma came to the human world. Just like a man is bending in and bending out, just like a man is unfolding a hand or folding a hand, a Brahma came to the Sahampati Brahmaraj came to the human world and invited the Supreme Buddha to preach Dhamma. Then the Blessed One climbed to the mountain of Dhamma, looked at the beings with compassion, and then from there onwards, the Blessed One started preaching Dhamma, preached the Dhamma for 45 years. 2610 years ago, our Bodhisattva became a Buddha on a Vesak full moon Poya day. And then, dear Dhamma friends, after preaching Dhamma for 45 years about mindfulness, compassion, concentration, then about the Noble Eightfold Path, then the psychic powers, after teaching all these amazing qualities to be free from lust, anger, and delusion one day, to live a virtuous life, the Blessed One passed away around 2565 years ago. The great light dispelled forever, and the world again became dark. The light of wisdom passed away. If today the Buddha was here, dear Dhamma friends, he would have taught us the amazing Dhamma by looking at our minds and the exact Dhamma that we need. We have missed that chance. The only refuge right now what we have is these amazing monks and the great Dhamma they preach from the preserved teachings. Therefore, dear Dhamma friends, go for refuge to the Supreme Buddha wholeheartedly. Let's all of us get together and go for refuge to the Supreme Dhamma taught by our Blessed One. Let's all of us get together and go for refuge to the Supreme Sangha on this Vesak full moon Poya day. And with the greatest refuge from the Triple Gems, may all of us live a virtuous life and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, so these days for the Vesak programs, we are preaching for hours. So sorry for taking time. Very difficult to control the Buddha's qualities when we preach because he had enormous qualities. And our teacher Lokusawin has taught us all these enormous qualities. So it's difficult to stop telling his qualities. The greatest punishment we get from the lay devotees is controlling us, telling the Buddha's qualities, limiting us to tell the Buddha's qualities within a half an hour. That's a punishment we get. So I see it as a punishment. So let's chant some qualities now. So I'll take the revenge by chanting a poem now. So the rest of the qualities will transfer to a poem, and then through a poem you will learn the rest of the qualities, the 9 great qualities of the Supreme Buddha. The 9 great qualities. If you can recognize the Buddha, if you want to recognize the Buddha, these 9 qualities are more than enough. So let's recognize the Buddha very well on this Vesak full moon Poya day and dedicate our lives, and let's have a strong determination to achieve what Buddha wanted us to achieve one day as disciples. So we are going to chant this in Sinhala. It'll be a good experience for you all. It's lovely. So now there are English and Hindi songs. So like that, let's chant Sinhala poem as well. So we chant Pali. So today we're going to introduce a Sinhala poem for you all. And don't worry, we are going to share the text, and the Sinhala verses will be is written in Roman letters, and underneath the translation is nicely written in English. So while we are chanting, you can read the meaning and develop a confident mind. You can do it. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say after me.
රාග ද්වේෂ මෝහ නොමැති
Ragadvesha moha nomati.
සිතකින් යුතු වන්නේ
Sitakin yutuvanne.
සිල් සමාධි ගුණ නුවණැති
Sil samadhi guna nuvanati.
නිවන් සුවය දන්නේ
Nivan suvaya danne.
තුන් ලොව වැඳුමන් ලැබුමට
Lova veduman labumata.
නිතියෙන් හිමි වන්නේ
Nitiyen himivanne.
අරහං යන ගුණයෙන් යුතු
Arahang yana gunayen yutu.
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
Budu himi namadinne.
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
Budu himi namadinne.
So that's the first quality of the Buddha. Sadhu sadhu means I rejoice. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy to utter the Buddha's great realization. So next one, the Samma Sambuddha quality.
ගුරු උපදෙස් කිසිවක් නැති
Upadesh kisiwak neti.
ඍජු ගමන කියන්නේ
Vijugamana kiyanne.
පෙරුම් පුරාගෙන ආබල
Tirum puragena abala.
රැකවරණෙට එන්නේ
Rakawaraneta enne.
දස බල බුදු නුවණැතිව
Asabala budu nuwana ativa.
තුන් ලොව ජය ගන්නේ
Unlova jaya ganne.
සම්මා සම්බුදු ගුණ යුතු
Amma sambudu guna yutu.
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
Budu himi namadinne.
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
Munidu sarana yanne.
කෙලෙසුන් තොර නුවණැතිව
Elesun tora nuwana ativa.
පෙර භවයන් දන්නේ
Pera bhavayandanne.
ඉපදෙන මැරෙනා සසරේ
Ipadena marina sasare.
ඇති තතු ඇටහෙන්නේ
Ati tatu ata inne.
හිරු සඳු ලෙස නුවණැතිව
Iru sandu lesa nuwana ativa.
දහමේ හැසිරෙන්නේ
Dahame hasirenne.
විජ්ජාචරණින් යුතු වූ
Vijacharanin yutu.
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
Budu himi namadinne.
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
Munidu sarana yanne.
So that is the great quality of Vijjacharana Sampanna. the ability of seeing past lives, future births, and the destruction of all the taints. So now we are going to chant the fourth quality of the Buddha, that is Sugato. So let's chant the fourth quality. Sundara wo nivan magehi.
Sundara vu nivan mage.
Sondin vadama vanne.
Sondin medama vanne.
Ama nivan suaya vindina.
Ama nivan suvaya vindina.
Sitakin yutu vanne.
Sitakin yutu vanne.
Sita kaya vacanaya hama vita.
Kaya vachanaya hamarita.
Sonduruwa pavatinne.
Sonduruva pavatinne.
Sugata gunin yutu gautama.
Sugata gunin yutu gautama.
Muni dun nama dinne.
Munidun namadinne.
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
Muni dussarana yanne.
Munidu saranayanne.
Deulova bambalova manulova.
Yulova bambalova manulova.
Satara apadanne.
Satara apadanne.
Kalakam pala demin satun.
Kalakampala demin satun.
Tana yanne.
Tena yanne.
Lova upadina loven midena.
Upadina lovin nidena.
Magamanavin danne.
Magamena mindanne.
Lokavidu gunayen yutu.
Lokavidu gunayen yutu.
Budu himi namadinne.
Budu himi namadinne.
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
Muni dussarana yanne.
Munidu saranayanne.
Dear devotees, it's a great blessing for us and a great opportunity, and there is no great opportunity than going for refuge to the supreme, great sage Gautama Buddha. Mahakarunika gunati.
Akarunika gunati.
Budu nitayamu vanne.
Budu nitayamu vanne.
Desana vita siri sadham.
Desana vita siri sadham.
Lova damanaya vanne.
Lova damanaya vanne.
Sasare sari sarana satun.
Sasare sari sarana satun.
In etera vanne.
Ein nitara vanne.
Anuttaro purisa dhamma.
Anuttaro purisa dhamma.
Saratinam vanne.
Aratinam vanne.
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
Sadhu sadhu mama gautama.
Muni dussarana yanne.
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
දෙව්ලොව බඹලොව දෙවිවරු
දෙව්ලොව බඹලොව දෙවිවරු
බණ ඇසුමට එන්නේ
බණ ඇසුමට එන්නේ
මනුලොව නුවණැති මිනිසුන්
මනුලොව නුවණැති මිනිසුන්
නිවන් මගෙහි යන්නේ
නිවන් මගෙහි යන්නේ
දෙවි මිනිසුන්ගේ උත්තම
මිනිසුන්ගේ උත්තම
ගුරු දෙවිඳුන් වන්නේ
ගුරු දෙවිඳුන් වන්නේ
සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං
සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
ලෝ සත විඳිනා දුක ගැන
සත විඳිනා දුක ගැන
පැහැදිලි කරමින්නේ
පැහැදිලි කරමින්නේ
දුකෙන් මිදෙන නිවන් ලබන
දුකෙන් මිදෙන නිවන් ලබන
මග ගැන පවසන්නේ
මග ගැන පවසන්නේ
චතුරාර්ය සත්‍යය ගැන
චතුරාර්ය සත්‍යය ගැන
අවබෝධය දෙන්නේ
අවබෝධය දෙන්නේ
බුද්ධ ගුණෙන් යුතු සම්බුදු
ගුණෙන් යුතු සම්බුදු
සමිඳුන් නම දින්නේ
සමිඳුන් නම දින්නේ
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
අප මුනිදුගේ බුදු නුවණට
මුනිදුගේ බුදු නුවණට
හිරු සඳු පරදින්නේ
ඉරු සඳු පරදින්නේ
සීල සමාහිත ගුණයට
සීල සමාහිත ගුණයට
ලොවම වසඟ වන්නේ
ලොවම වසඟ වන්නේ
දියෙන් උඩට විත් විහිදුන
දියෙන් උඩට විත් විහිදුන
පියුමක් විලසින්නේ
පියුමක් විලසින්නේ
භගවා යන ගුණයෙන් යුතු
යන ගුණයෙන් යුතු
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
බුදු හිමි නම දින්නේ
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
සාදු සාදු මම ගෞතම
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
මුනිදු සරණ යන්නේ
සාදු 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 Namo Buddhaya, Thiruvan Saranai. So Boma Ping for giving this opportunity to share the Buddha's great teachings with you all. Boma Ping for Sirinanda Swamin Wahanse and a very compassionate monk who has been with Colombo Dhamma Friends for 6 months, Amita Revata Swamin Wahanse, and all the monks from Mahamevnawa Buddhist Monasteries located in Canada, and all the monks who took part in this program. Boma Ping for joining and staying with us for the program, and Avasarai Pingwat Jivananda Sanse, Nama Buddhaya, Thiruvan Saranai.
Now, Arjuna,
now with that thing is answer.
අපි වීඩියෝ එක පෙන්නමු කට්ටියට එනවා.
So, Namo Buddhaya, next we will be playing a video which has been made by Mahamevnawa Saskatu and Asapura. So we hope you like the video and you rejoice.
Namo Buddhaya, homage to the Gautama Supreme Buddha. 2,645 years ago, on the full moon day of May, the Prince Siddhartha Gautama, one who perfected the noble qualities leading to the Buddhahood, was born in the highest royal family in historical India, modern-day Nepal. The prince was named Siddhartha, which means bringing good to the world. Until the age of 29, the prince lived a luxurious life. However, after seeing the 4 great signs, an old person, a sick person, a dead body, and a monk, the prince became disenchanted with the lay life. Thinking that I too will become old, I too will become sick, and I too will die, the prince considered renunciation of the lay life. Not knowing where to go, the Prince Siddhartha went across the Anoma River and became an ascetic and took up ascetic practices in search of liberation. The ascetic Gautama started striving and practicing extreme self-mortification, practice at the time considered a way to escape from suffering. He followed this extreme method for 6 years. At the end, without anyone's assistance, ascetic Gautama by himself understood the noble 8-fold path that leads to attaining the enlightenment. In Gaya forest under the Bodhi tree, ascetic Gautama sat on a very special seat known as the Diamond Throne, with strong determination not to leave the seat without attending the enlightenment. Wrecking the continuous attack of evil beings, ascetic Gautama, full of the powerful merits of noble qualities of Buddhahood, which were generated over the previous lives, tried to tame the mind. All beings were fortunate that ascetic Gautama could develop the supreme concentration of mind. Within a short time, tranquilizing the mind, ascetic Gautama developed the extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of seeing the past lives. Next, ascetic Gautama developed the second extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of seeing passing away and rebecoming of beings. Finally, ascetic Gautama developed the third extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of eradicating all defilements of the mind. The darkness of ignorance disappeared, the light of wisdom appeared, the Supreme Buddha was arisen in the world. The Supreme Buddha expanded the doctrine that eradicated passion, hatred, and delusion. The meritorious beings realized the doctrine and enjoyed the bliss of eradicating all defilements. 45 years after the Enlightenment, on the full moon night of May, the noblest teacher, Supreme Buddha, who healed the beings afflicted with suffering, passed away, resembling an extinguishing lamp. The Supreme Buddha, who was free from all defilements and who taught that all conditioned things are impermanent, passed away. The Supreme Buddha, the most fortunate one free from all defilements, is my only teacher. I am a follower of the Supreme Buddha.
Sabba papassa akaranam kusalassa upasampada. Sachitta pariyo dapanam etam buddhana sasanam.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May my homage to my great teacher, Supreme Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. අවසරයි පින්වත් ජීවානන්ද ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ. අවසරයි ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ. Dear friends, so on this special day, now you have gained so many merits by chanting the qualities of Supreme Buddha and also doing the offerings to the Supreme Buddha, and also you involved in many meritorious deeds. It's time for us to practice meditation. So, you know, our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, he attained enlightenment by following the Noble Eightfold Path. So, meditation is one thing in path towards the enlightenment. But now it has become one of the most popular things in Buddhism. So even though meditation is not the only thing that we should practice to attain the enlightenment, to get rid of all the sufferings, but so many people, I think almost everyone, has a big interest in practicing meditation. So let's practice breathing meditation as well as a loving kindness meditation. So dear friends, first sit on a comfortable position. And dear friends, you know, Supreme Buddha realized everything in this world subject to change. Nothing is permanent. The only thing in this world that doesn't change is changing. Everything is changing. Nothing is permanent. So Supreme Buddha realized it perfectly and also taught us how to realize the true nature of this world, the impermanence. So since this world is subject to change, we can talk about past, we can talk about future, we can talk about this present moment. So Supreme Buddha realized past is over. We cannot go to the past again because it's over. Every pleasant moment, every unpleasant moment that happened in our past, now they are over. Past never comes again. And also future, future, it hasn't come yet. Even though we imagine about our future, even though we dream about our future, it doesn't happen as we expect about it, as we dream about it. The future, it arises due to the causes. And also when we think about future, when we imagine about our future, we do it based on our past experiences. Based on our past experiences, we imagine about our future. But in the reality, what we imagine about future, it doesn't happen. So right now, we should let our past go. We should try to let our future go. So then we should try to understand even this present moment, subject to change. So right now, this moment, we feel this moment, it is alive. But when our Bhante Rohanakirti, when he was doing his sermon, we felt even that moment was alive. But now it's in our past. Likewise, even this moment is going to be changed. So this moment, present moment, it's always changing. So give a suggestion to your mind. Past is over. We don't need to worry about our past because it's over. We don't need to be afraid of future because it hasn't come yet. And even this present moment, subject to change. Now, we can pay attention to the sensations in our body. We can pay attention to the bodily feelings. Try to be mindful of your sensations in your body. Now, slowly, you can close your eyes. Again, for a moment, pay attention to the sensations in your body. Now bring your attention to top of your head. Be mindful of the sensations in your head. Bring your awareness to your lips. Bring your awareness to your shoulders. Move your attention to your arms. Be mindful of the sensations in your arms. It could be either pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Move your attention to your fingers. Move your attention to your stomach. Pay attention to your legs. Be mindful of the sensations in your legs. There is no right or wrong sensation or feeling. Just pay attention to whatever feeling, sensation that has arisen in your legs. Move your attention to your toes. Again, bring your attention to your legs. Pay attention to your stomach. Pay attention to your fingers. Move your attention to your arms. Move your attention to your shoulders. Bring your awareness to your lips. Now pay attention to between your upper lip and your nose. Now you may feel your breath. Be mindful on your breath. Even if you don't feel your breath, keep your focus between your upper lip and your nose. When you are breathing in, be aware that you are breathing in. When you are breathing out, be aware that I am breathing out. Don't think about past. Don't think about future. Be aware of your natural breath. Now slowly bring your attention to your body again. Keep your eyes closed. Now we are going to spread unconditional love and compassion towards all the beings in this world. Listen to me and try to repeat what I'm saying in your mind. If it is difficult for you, then just listen to me. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May all beings in this place be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this city Be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this province be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this world be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May they live happily. May they live happily. Take your time and slowly open your eyes. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
අවසරයි ජීවානන්ද ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ. හරි එහෙමයි සර්. අවසරයි සර්.
Namo Buddhaya.
No, but that makes sense.
So, first of all, I pay homage to the Supremely Enlightened One, the Blessed One. Sadhu, sadhu. I pay homage to my teacher, Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu. Venerable Mahasangha and dear Dhamma friends, I think you are extremely fortunate to associate the Bhantes like this to learn the amazing teachings of the fully enlightened Gautama Supreme Buddha. I think that fortune is beyond words. Even to hear the word of the Buddha is extremely rare, and let alone knowing all the amazing qualities, incredible qualities, and the limitless compassion that the Buddha spread throughout the world. Avasarai Keemaratana Bhante. We worship Bhante respectfully and humbly, and rejoice in all the Bhante's merit. And and I also appreciate the opportunity given to me by Sirananda Bhante to share a few words as conclusion the program and as a message, and also merit sharing in the end of the program, and I'm very grateful for that. I think I have a beautiful thing to share with you, especially celebrating the Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and passing away. We recollect the great compassion of the Supreme Buddha. So let me share some important verses uttered by Arahant Angulimala Thero. So I think that would be the message for all of us for this special Vesak celebration, this program. So I invite all of you to read with me. So all these words are from an enlightened, liberated monk. So may all these words be the great message for this 2021 Vesak celebration. Please read with me. Oh, you are truly a sacred recluse, a great seer. Out of compassion for me, you have come to this great forest. Having heard your stanza teaching me the Dhamma, I am changed. Indeed, I will abandon my evil ways forever. Saying so, The robber threw his sword and other weapons off the mountain. He knelt down at the Blessed One's sacred feet and worshipped him. On that very spot, he pleaded to the Supreme Buddha to become a monk. The Buddha is the most compassionate seer. He shows the way to Nibbana, to the whole world, along with its gods. The Buddha addressed Angulimala saying, "Come, monk." That was Angulimala's ordination. The one who is negligent in practicing the Dhamma before, but afterwards practices the Dhamma diligently, he illuminates this world like the moon freed from the clouds. If someone closes off his evil actions by the power of wholesome deeds, he illuminates this world like the moon freed from the clouds. Even though a monk is very young, if he practices virtue, concentration, and wisdom, he illuminates this world like the moon freed from the clouds. May even my enemies hear this Dhamma. Let even my enemies follow the Buddha's path. Let even my enemies associate with noble people who promote this excellent Dhamma. May even my enemies hear that excellent Dhamma of those noble ones who praise patience and kindness. Let them follow that excellent Dhamma. May those enemies of mine not harm me or anyone else. Now Angulimala has attained the highest peace. He protects both frightened beings and fearless enlightened ones. Canal makers guide the water in the wherever direction they need, whatever direction they need. Arrow makers straighten out arrows. Carpenters straighten out the timber as they wish. In the same way, wise people tame their lives. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So I think that is the message of not an ordinary monk. That's the message of an enlightened monk. So we can keep all those reflections in our mind and make an effort to cultivate those amazing qualities of loving kindness, compassion, and generosity, patience, gratefulness, thankfulness, and all these noble qualities, especially recollecting the guidance of our Supreme Buddha and also the compassion of Angulimala Bhante and all the Arahant Bhantes. So that is the very special thing I wanted to share with all of you. And the last one I want to share is with you is this amazing information about the latest translation of my teacher, Lukswami Nuhanse, Buddha the Marvelous Sage. So this is an amazing book, and we can't even believe that we got the opportunity to read such a book before we die, before we leave this world. So I encourage all of you to get this book. Now it is just has been made available on the Amazon. So please get that book as soon as possible. Start reading it, and you will learn unheard things, unread things before about the life of the Buddha and about Buddha's compassion and unbelievable accounts in the Buddha's life. So that is also my message for this Vesak celebration, this program. And I have shared that link on the chat box, so right away you can see how to find the book. So now you have this amazing gift from our teacher Lukuswami Nuhanse, the Buddha, the Marvelous Sage. And now Kemaradana Bhante and all the Bhantes are going to share blessings. First of all, We share merit with our teacher, Loku Swami Nuhase. Today, all of us generated a powerful good karma by observing precepts, chanting the qualities of the most compassionate, the Buddha, the Blessed One, and listening to the Dhamma, practicing the meditation, and helping each other in many ways, organizing these programs, inviting Bhantes respectfully, and in many ways. So let's share all this merit, first of all, with our teacher, Loku Swami Nuhanse, who teaches us the pure Dhamma out of compassion for all of us. May our teacher, Loku Swami Nuhanse, rejoice in all this merit. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's share merit with all the members of the Mahasangha in Canada, in Sri Lanka, in India, and all around the world. May all the members of the Mahasangha, all the nuns, all the Anagarikas, rejoice in this powerful good karma. May all of them enjoy long life, good health, and have lots of opportunities to help the entire world by the power of this merit. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We share merit with all of our parents, teachers, Kalyana Mittas, family members, sons, daughters, and with all of you. May all of you rejoice in this merit. May you enjoy long life, good health, and may all of you protect your precious human lives, and may you develop noble qualities, and may all of you attain true happiness, freedom, liberation from suffering, under the guidance of the Supreme Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And we share merit with all the devas. May all the devas rejoice in this powerful merit and help all of us to follow the Dhamma path peacefully. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And especially by the power of this great merit, by the truth of the loving kindness and compassion, the limitless compassion of the Supreme Buddha, may this pandemic come an end to very soon, and may all humans, may all beings get the opportunity to live their normal lives as soon as possible, and to make new merits to their life peacefully. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, Kimaratana Bhante and all the Bhantes are going to chant the blessings out of compassion for all of you. So please worship respectfully and listen to these blessings chanted by all the Bhantes. Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. May all misfortunes be avoided. May all illnesses be destroyed. May no dangers come to you. May you live long and happily. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba buddhanubhavena, sada sutti bhavantu te. May all good fortune come your way. May all the deities protect you. By all the power of the Buddha, may you always enjoy well-being. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba dhammanubhavena, sada sutti bhavantu te. May all good fortune come your way. May all the deities protect you. By all the power of the Dhamma, may you always enjoy well-being. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba sanghanubhavena, Sada Sati Bhavantu Te. May all good fortune come your way. May all the deities protect you. By all the power of the Sangha, may you always enjoy well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Abhivadana Silisa Nichang Madha Pachayino Chattaro Dhamma Vadanti Ayuvanu Sukham Balang Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevacha Ato Nibbana Sampatti Minate Samijjatu.
Can we ask forgiveness from Bhantes? Very nice.
Yes, please do so.
Can we repeat after Bhantes?
Yes. Amitarayata Swaminasa, can you chant Okasa on them?
Yes, Swaminasa. Repeat after me. Okasa Vandami Bhante.
Okasa Vandami Bhante.
Maya Katam Punyang.
Maya Katam Punyang.
Samina Anumoditabbang.
Samina Anumoditabbang.
Samina Katang Punyang.
Samina Katam Punyang.
Mayhang Databbang.
Mayan Dadabbang.
Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami.
Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami.
Okasa Dwarattayena.
Okasa Dwaratena.
Atang Sabbang Achayang.
Katam Sabbang Achayang.
Kamatame Bhante.
Kamatame Bhante.
Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Tutiyampi Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Tatiyampi Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Tatiyampi Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Tatiyampi Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Sukhi Hotu. Sukhi Hotu. Dukkha Mochantu. May the triple gem bless you all.
Mahamevnawa Sanasa. Happy Vesak full moon day. Vivanan Sanasa. Kemeratana Sanasa. Mahamevnawa everyone. Good night.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya, 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 Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo